Hey there, I'm Sanya, and let me tell you, I get what you're going through. I have been in your shoes, feeling frustrated, confused, and even embarrassed when it came to speaking English. If you are like me, you have probably felt that tight note in your stomach right before speaking English to someone. Worried you'll stumble or forget a word. Let me guess, you have spent hours learning vocabulary, memorizing grammar rules, and still, when it's time to speak, everything goes blank. You feel stuck, like no matter how hard you try, you just can't make English flow naturally. Am I right? If that's you, breathe. I've got you. Once upon a time, that was me too. I was drowning in grammar rules, embarrassed by my mistakes, and constantly thinking, I'm just not good at this. But that's when I discovered something that changed everything for me. English isn't a subject you learn, it's a mindset you train. And guess what? You can train your mind too, just like I did. My channel is filled with the same practical hacks I use to go from overthinking every sentence to confidently speaking English like it's my second nature. I've tailored these hacks for you so that English stops being a source of stress and starts becoming second nature. I've worked with so many people just like you, smart, talented, driven people who feel like they are being held back because they don't feel confident in their English. And I know how that feels because trust me, I have been there too. You get that sinking feeling when someone asks you a question in English and you freeze, worrying you'll sound foolish or get stuck. You rehearse sentences in your head, planning what to say, but when you open your mouth, it never comes out the way you imagined. You think in your native language, translate into English, and by the time you are ready to speak, the conversation has already moved on. You feel embarrassed by your mistakes, afraid that others will judge you or laugh at you. If you are nodding along thinking, yes, that's me, trust me when I say I see you. And more importantly, I'm gonna help you. I'm not here just to teach you English. I wanna help you shift the way you think about English, about yourself, and about learning as a whole. No more cramming, no more grammar drills that leave you confused. No more feeling like fluency is something that you will never achieve. I know you have been trying hard, but here's the truth. Most English learning methods are setting you up for failure. They treat English like a math problem, something you can solve with formulas and rules. But real fluency, it's about connection, it's about communication and practice that feels natural. Let's break some myths about English learning. Myth number one is you have to speak perfect English to be fluent. The reality is, even native speakers mess up. We don't need perfect sentences to connect with others. What you need is confidence in expressing your thoughts. Myth number two is you must live in an English speaking country to learn English. But the reality is, that's a big lie. You don't need to move to another country to train your brain to think in English. You can learn to immerse yourself in English no matter where you live. Yes, even from your cozy home or while you are waiting for your coffee to brew. Myth number third is fluency takes forever. But the reality is, fluency isn't about the years you spend studying, it's about the daily practice. And with the right techniques, you can make massive progress in a short amount of time. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's all about progress, about getting better with every word you speak, every conversation you have. I'm going to get a little personal here because I know how emotional this can be. You have been probably being hard on yourself, thinking that you are not good enough or that maybe English just isn't your thing. But let me tell you, that's not true at all. I've seen incredible transformations in people who once believed that they'd never speak English confidently. People like you who doubted themselves but pushed through and found their voice. Let me share a story of one of my students, Neha. She was scared to speak English in front of her colleagues at work, worried that they'll laugh at her, maybe at her mistakes. After a few weeks of using these exact hacks, what I'm gonna teach you in my channel, she stood up in a meeting and confidently presented her ideas. And the best part, she realized that the fear was all in her head and she crushed it. I share this to you to show you if Neha can do it, so can you. If you agree with me on this comment, I can do it, and let's start this journey with me by subscribing to my channel. I'll see you in the next video where I'll give you one simple hack that you can use every day, which will take your 10 minutes only and will make you a confident English speaker with practice. Until next time.